All right, gentlemen, welcome back after another brief small hiatus because your host decided to go to Texas because he said there's nothing but steers and uh, other steers. We're not going to say the other word in Texas. But I'm back. Voice is a little chopped up because I was doing too much talking. Ronnie's voice is uh, fucked up because he's just been sucking too much penis. No, Rob, that's mean. That's not why. That's not why, guys. All right, this is all right.
Jackass.
Episode 6, boys of the Easy Money League podcast. Let's jump right into it. Let's jump on it. Let's do tricks on it, Ronnie. Week 8. Enrique. Enrique gets the forbidden dub. He's been looking for wins here and there, and he finally got another one against, unfortunately, me, your commissioner. Score was 110.88 versus Mexican Hookers 118.52. I had Daniel Jones, who Indiana Jones. I love him. He's my next great white hope. 23 points. Rashad White let me down 7.1 points against New Orleans. That was whack as hell. I got Ramondre Stevenson. I started him because I'm having issues with running backs. 5.4. Jamar Chase. Is he back? I think so. 15.1 points against the Jets. Lad McConkey, son of Conkey, against Minnesota. 17.8 points. That's awesome. Tyler Warren, a very solid 7.3 points. I'm just excited to see points out of a tight end that's like more than like 2 points. I love it, dude. It's the best. And then Kayshawn Big Booty, 15 points. Falcons. I love that Miami decided to show up and beat the dog shit out of the Falcons. No relation to Michael Vick beating the shit out of his dogs. We get silly here. And then 0 points. Um, I saw this TikTok where this guy was like, "Why the fuck is it every time you motherfuckers come down and play Atlanta, y'all motherfuckers want to show out? What the fuck? What the fuck you mean Miami beat the shit out of us 34-10?" He's so mad. And then Chris Boswell with 20 points, dude. I mean, I had all the right starts. There was really not much. There was nowhere to find those missing 8 points. Everyone did what they could. They just didn't do enough. Enrique's team though, Mexican Hookers and Blow. Talk to me, Ronnie.
We got Joe Flacco with a solid 24.32. Chase Brown, 24 points.
Hey, you know when you gotta go to the bathroom really bad and you can't find a bathroom, you're chasing Brown.
Stupid. RJ Harvey, 23.6. DK Metcalf, 14.
Donkey Kong Metcalf, he's back.
Yeah, no, that's a very surprising name to see up there with double digits.
Yeah,
Emeka Agbuka, 5 points. Hunter
got it right.
Henry, 7.2. Chuba
Don't.
Hubbard,
I was about to say, don't let him defeat you.
9.4. The Chiefs defense with a solid 11 points. And then Matt Gay with nothing, which lives up to
I,
his name.
yes, very much. Everyone knows a Matt that they hate. Wait, that's not the point. All right, next game. Big Rooster Brock with a uncharacteristic low-scoring game for him against the Michael Lombardi's Heroes. Big Rooster Brock 83.68 versus the Michael Lombardi's Heroes. Jesse sitting at 7-1. Dios mío. 117.32. That's a pretty big ass whooping. I'll start with Big Rooster Brock, Big Malnar. Drake May, 26 points. What an amazing start. Great job. He saw a spark in this kid's eye and he was like, I'm starting him. CMC 8.3 against Houston. That's a weird game, that Houston game. I don't know what the Texans don't know what they're doing, but they were like, what if we beat one of the better teams? I was like, okay. I mean, I guess if you guys want to, if you guys decide you want to win a game. DeAndre Swift, DeAndre, the worst attack in Pokemon Swift, 14.1. Swift is pretty whack, right? I always teach my like normal Pokemon, and I'm like, God, why doesn't this do enough damage?
It's fast, and it's like quick attack where it always goes first, which is the nice thing about it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I learned so much from you guys. Thank you. Justin Jefferson, 10.9 points against the Chargers. I mean, when you only scored 10 points. I mean, Carson Wentz is out. I don't know who's coming in for Minnesota for their QB, but it's going to be worrying because how many more junkyard QBs can you have there throwing at poor Justin Jefferson?
especially
So,
when it starts getting cold.
yeah. Yeah, and they play indoors, Ronnie.
Not all the time. They're not always at home.
True, they do have to go to the Soldier Fields to go play, and they have to go to the Packers Fields to go play, and then I'm not gonna look at the rest of the schedule because that's a different type of podcast, and that's not us. All right, Keenan Allen. We thought the old man was back. Put him back in the retire homes. 6.4 points. Jake Fergalicious, 0 points. They schemed him out of the game. Cortland Sutton, like we mentioned before, you want like 7 or 8 points out of Cortland. You need 2 points out of Cortland Sutton. He'll give you 7 or 8. You need 15 points out of Cortland Sutton. He's going to give you 7 or 8 maybe. And then Steelers defense. That was I'm shocked that he started the Steelers knowing the Packers are his favorite team, and then they went and put up -8 points. So that'll teach you. And Chase McLaughlin, son of Laughlin, 17 points. Kicker's showing out. But that wasn't enough. Let's see. Anything on his bench? Ooh, wow. Ooh, there was one running back there, but I mean, you're not gonna start him over. Actually, I would have started him in my flex. Kimani Vidal. Hey, dude, send me Kimani Vidal, bro. You're not even fucking using him, bro. I'll send you a receiver if you send me Kimani Vidal. All right. Uh, give me the breakdown. Michael Lombardi's heroes, the guy who gets his advice from a typewriter. How did they get the win?
Josh Allen, 23.22. Javante Williams, 17.4. Jordan Mason, 1.1. Ooh, that sucks.
Ooh, butt
Um,
cheeks. Right there. T-Mac.
Ted Aroa McMillan, son of Millen,
Oh, that's right.
13.4.
I forgot. He's also one of them.
George Pickens, 11.3. Kyle Pitts Sr., 10.4. Cam Scatabo, 9.5. Injured in a way I was not expecting.
I saw it because like I was really not in a place where I could watch the games. But I was catching little highlights here and there on Twitter, and then I was scrolling and I saw the block of text like, "Doug, I've never seen an injury like quite like scam Scattaboo's Cam Scattaboo," and and I looked at it briefly, and I kind of like put my fingers in front of my eyes, and I looked at it. It looked. I think it sounded worse than it looked. It's a dislocated angle, but the way his foot was flopping was pretty nasty.
Yeah.
That was the first scare of the weekend for sure on Halloween weekend. All
I'll
right,
say
continue.
I'll tell you the TikToks that are coming out about people visiting him in the hospital are very funny.
Okay, that's
Especially
pretty good. I didn't know that.
especially especially when they start making him sound like a Neanderthal speaking through CTE language.
Oh no, that's mean.
All right, continuing on, we got the Bucks defense with an impressive 25 points against the Saints.
I'll just say this, and this is just free advice for you guys because I all my advice is usually paid. Sign up for my Patreon and send me money. I'll just give you more advice. Just start whatever defense is playing against New Orleans, whatever it
Oh yeah.
is.
Yeah,
Just
for
start
sure.
them up, fire them up.
I think it's only been like 1 week where it would have fucked you over.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then finally he's got number one kicker Brandon Aubrey at 6 points.
Brandero Aubrey, 6 points. Good shit. All right. I first of all, I want to shout out my guy Ricky for updating his team name to Mahomes Mania. Thank you, Ricky, for following the rules that have been put in place and respecting the commissioner here. He's gonna hear that. He's gonna be like, I'm changing the name. Fuck Miguel. Mahomes Mania, 153 points. That's a shellacking right there. Well, to anybody else, you unfortunately would have beat everyone else except for Ricky, Ronnie.
I know.
145.08 points against Jackson off to that Judy. All right, Mahomes Mania, 22 points against Washington. Um, there at the tournament that I was at, one of the guys was wearing a Washington Redskins hat on stream the whole time. It just cracked me up. I was like, his name's Five Star. Shout out Five Star. It just cracked me up because that guy he does not really give a fuck and he talks a lot of shit. So it was very funny. So I'm like, look at him. He's still rocking the Redskins hat. These kids don't care anymore. Holy shit, Saquon Barkley, 31.4 points. That's awesome against the Giants. Derrick Henry, 19.1. He's back. He didn't leave. He just had one foot out the door, but he's back now. 19.1 points against the Chicago Bears. Stephon Diggs, 8.9 points. That's kind of what you're going to expect out of him. Chris Olave, 10 points out of him against Tampa Bay. Travis Kelsey looking young again. 18 points. That's 2 weeks in a row with like really good performances out of Kelsey, isn't it?
I
I
think
think
so.
so,
Yeah.
because he had a really good weekend the last week. Zay Flowers, 10.6. The Bills defense against Carolina, 18 points. And then Cameron, kicker the dicker, dicker the kicker. I'm going to get it right. 14 points. Kickers again, kicking ass, taking names, literally kicking ass. That's all they do. Their job is to kick. All right, Jackson, off to that Judy. What happened? I mean, not
All
really
right.
what happened because you scored a ton of points. It's just you happen
Yeah.
to play against the person who scored the most points.
Yeah. I think the thing that messed me up the most was Josh Jacobs. Just he still had that calf that's fucking with him a little bit, and I think
Yeah.
he just didn't play as much as he could have.
Ah,
But
terrible.
so we got Bo Nix, 23.78. Sorry. Jonathan Taylor, 36.4.
God,
Josh,
Jonathan Taylor, is he's going to score 30 touchdowns this season? I don't know what he's on. What's he on pace on? Let's just click on him real quick. He
he
has
he has
touchdowns.
612.
Holy shit, dude. He's so fucking cool, man. He's like running around like a created player. Now I clicked on the game log. Okay, this has to be wrong. Oh, there it is. Okay, it was receiving touchdown. That's why he's got one, two, three. You said 12. You said
I think so. I went to stats
four.
and then looked at
Okay.
touchdowns for 2025.
Oh, that's so fucking dope. Three,
Oh wait, no, that's
6.
rushing. Hold on.
Yeah, that's just rushing. That's 12 rushing and then 2 receiving. 14 touchdowns. Holy shit, dude. He's like when I would make a created running back in NFL 2K2 and I'd just be like, dude, I'm scoring every fucking run, dude. He's awesome. All right, dude. All right, continue.
um, Josh Jacobs has 12. CeeDee Lamb came back and got 11.1. Devonta Smith, 11.4. Dallas Goddard, 16.3. J.K. Dobbins with a impressive 13.1. I think that's the most points he's had since I actually put him in.
Jake sounds shout out to just kidding Dobbins.
The Patriots defense against the Browns got 12 points. And then Michael Badgley, 9 points.
It's not bad. Not bad. All right. And then we've got For Goodness Bakes, 92.18 versus March of the Penguins. Gets a big dub here, 123.76 points. All right, For Goodness Bakes, you had a tough week here with Baker Mayfield. The MVP chance might have been too much because how the hell you guys scored 23 points and it must have been all defense. It was all defensive points, I believe, and only got 4 points out of him. Bijan Mustard, projected for 24, dude, and he got 4.3. Damn, dude, that's fucked. All right, Jalen Warren, 18.3 against Green Bay's. Roma Dunze, a healthy 14.9. I'm feeling that. I am feeling that, my friend. Jalen Waddle, doing the Waddle dance maybe again, 18.4 points. Tucker Craft Cheese, dude. Holy shit, this motherfucker's extra cheesy, 29.8 points. Rico, okay. You know Rico is in Spanish, right?
No.
It's delicious.
Oh.
Delicious Dowdle. Delicious Dowdle with 5 point. Oh my god, I'm sorry, guys. My own stupid, shitty joke almost tried to kill me, but it's like, why did you say that? Okay. Delicious Dowdle, 5.4 points. Eagles defense, 7 points. And then I think it's because it's whatever. Did he actually not put a kicker in?
I don't think you
I
put a
can't
kicker
tell.
in.
I'm not sure. I don't know if it's because of the schedules updating. We're looking already at the current week. Anyway,
No,
zero
because
points out of that.
I'm looking at last week and he had Jake Bateson still. So
He forgot to update it. Damn, that's brutal. All right, well, check your lineups, guys. March of the Penguins, though, 123 points, Ronnie. How did that happen?
starting off with Jalen Hurts, 25.36. Devon Achane, 17.6. James Cook the third, 33.6. God damn, that's awesome for him. Josh Allen finally handed him the ball.
I know.
Rasheed Rice, 21 points. Debo Samuel, 2.7. George Kittle, 12.3.
Oh, he's back.
Quinshawn Judkins,
Quinshawn Judkins.
3.2. The Colts defense with only 7. And then Eddie Pinero with 1 point.
He was definitely not Eddie Dinero this week.
Yeah.
This past week, I guess. That sucks. All right. But doesn't matter. He got the win. Good shit. Good shit, Penguin. All right. That is the week 8 recap. The winners of the week. Mahomes Mania, Ricky with 153 points. That's pretty good. He's updated his, let's see, he is now sitting at 4-4. This is what Ricky does, man. Just when he seems like he's out, he kind of starts turning it around on people, man. You guys got to watch out for Ricky. I'm telling you. 153 points. That's awesome. Congratulations. Loser of the week for the first time in the season, Big Rooster Brock, 83 points. And this is where I would insert a sound going, wonk, wonk, wonk. Oh, man, I really need to. Really need to pay somebody to do the editing because I don't want to do it. And I'll just be like, hey, can you insert funny noises here? That's where it would be right there. Okay, let's get on with it. This week's, injury report. Ronnie, injury report, please.
All right. This week's injury report is brought to you by fentanyl. Check your kids' candy. You might be getting an extra treat this year. Starting
Indeed.
off with Ramondre Stevenson. He's questionable with a Transylvanian toe. Lad McConkey, son of Conkey, is limited with a cadaver calf. DeAndre Swift didn't practice with a gruesome groin. Flacco is also questionable, but them witches won't tell us why. Matt Gay has a banshee back and is limited. Josh Jacobs is limited with a corpse's calf. Drake London is afflicted with a horrifying hip. And Travis Hunter is limited with a killer knee.
Thank you, thank you. Appreciate the injury report, Ronnie. The very spooktacular injury report for this week. Yes.
I love it.
It's just for us and for Dustin. Shout out Dustin, bro. I hope he gets a laugh out of it. He's gonna be like, I'm never listening to this bullshit again. We fucking made a kids bop version of the fantasy that we just did. Okay, all right. Let's get it, boys. Week 9 preview, and I promise we won't forget the panic room this time because I made a note, guys. All right, first game of the week. Big Rooster Brock sitting at 2-6, fourth in his division versus Commissioner Rivera, 4-4, second in my division. I've got bums in my division, that's why I'm in second. Um, predicted for 110 versus Malnar's 123. Go ahead and give me the breakdown. How's Big Rooster Brock going to get 100? How's he going to fry my ass?
All right. The witches are saying that Drake May is going to have 20.45 against Atlanta. Christian McCaffrey is projected 23.11 at the Giants. DeAndre Swift, 14.62 at Cincinnati. Justin Jefferson at Detroit, 14.32. Keenan Allen at Tennessee, 11.31. Jake Ferguson versus the Cardinals, 8.86. Kamani Vidal at Tennessee, 14.47. The Jaguars defense at Las Vegas, 7.36. And then Cairo Santos at Cincinnati, 8.6.
Who's in this panic room for this week?
For his panic room, I am going to say it is going to be Justin Jefferson because we don't know what's going on with that quarterback, and it's a home game versus Detroit too. So,
Ooh, Detroit's going to want to beat the brakes off of them.
Yep.
Okay. All right. That's a good one. I like that one. All right, Commissioner Rivera. I looked inside of my cauldron, Ronnie, and here's what my players are gonna do. Daniel Jones against Pittsburgh projected for 21.7 points. That Pittsburgh defense is very shaky. So let's hope for that. Let's hope he goes for 40 points. Ramondre Stevenson, 12.2, even though he's questionable. I certainly hope he gets 12.2, if not more. I'm just picking up any random running backs. I got Bam Knight. His name's a verb. Bam. All right. Descriptive verb. Bam. All right. Bam Knight. 10.8 points. Jamar Chase, 18.8. My apologies. Sorry, I got old man eyes. 18.8 points. I've got newt's eyes. That's why. 18.8 points against Chicago. Lad McConkey, son of Conkey, 13.2 against Tennessee. Tyler Warren also against Pittsburgh, 11.1. Give me the Jones Warren connection, please. And Kayshawn Big Booty, 8.2 against Atlanta. I picked up the Packers defense against Carolina, 6.3 points. Maybe we'll get more. Maybe we'll get a little greedy and get more than that. And then Jason Myers, I believe was on a bye last week, so I got him back in against Washington, 8.5 points. Let's do more than that, boys. All right. Mexican Hookers and Blow, currently sitting at 3-5, third in the East Division versus the Michael Lombardi's Heroes, who is sitting at a comfortable 7.1. Mexican Hookers is predicted to be scoring 9.8 points and
99.8.
99. Ooh,
That
99.8
would that would
points.
be embarrassing if it was 9.8.
Yeah,
You
wow,
just
that'd be terrible. They're like the computers don't even think this the spectacular computers. And then projected Jesse's Heroes, Jesse's Lombardi's Michael Lombardi's Heroes, projected for 111.4. Ronnie, tell me what the mummies have told you about how Mexican Hookers and Blow is gonna how they're gonna get their points.
All right, first off, we got Joe Flacco versus the Bears, 17.29. Chase Brown versus the Bears, 11.62. RJ Harvey at Houston, 5.66. Devontae Adams versus the Saints, 13.84. Jackson Smith and Jigba at Washington, 20.41.
Damn.
Hunter, yeah, that's crazy. Hunter Henry versus Atlanta, 7.51. Marvin Harrison Jr. at Dallas, 10.87. The Chiefs defense versus or at Buffalo, actually,
Ooh,
4.65.
tough
And
matchup.
then Matt Gay versus Seattle, 7.93
And then
for
before you get
his.
into this, like, before you get into his panic room, I forgot my panic room, even though I said
Oh,
I wasn't gonna forget my panic room. My panic room's Bam Knight because I'm just running through running backs right now, man. I can't really trust my guys right now. All right, go ahead. Give me Enrique's panic room.
all right. For Enrique, his panic room is going to be, even though he had a good week last week, I'm gonna say RJ Harvey. He hasn't really been doing too great fantasy wise. And Houston, for some reason, their defense is not too bad, especially
Sometimes
against running
solid.
backs.
Yeah, sometimes very solid. Oh, okay. All right. Michael Lombardi's Heroes. I went down to the graveyard and I dug up his score, and it says it's going to be 111.4. So let's see how he's going to get there. He's got Josh Allen against Kansas City, 20.6. Jameer Gibbs, 17.8. Another running back's having a great season right there. Uh, did I say 17.8? 17.8. Javonta Williams against Arizona, 14.7 points. T. McMillan, son of Millen, projected for 10.3 against Green Bay. George Pickens, 12.1 against Arizona. Brock Bowers, who's been having kind of a tough season, projected for 10 points against Jacksonville. But the the Raiders stink. Are they still starting Geno Smith?
I don't know. I
I
haven't
don't
been keeping
I
track
don't
of
even
that team at all.
I don't even yeah, they
They're
don't exist
garbage.
right now. They're butt cheeks, bro. All right. Quentin Johnson against Tennessee projected for 10.5 points. The Broncos defense against Houston 6.3. The Broncos defense has also been very good. So that could totally happen. And then Brandon Aubrey projected for 9.2 points against Arizona. And his panic room is gonna be, I'm gonna say that his panic room is gonna be, it's gonna be Brock Bowers. They just they just have such a hard time getting an offense going, and it's like, do we want to win? Do we want to give the ball to Ashton? They don't want to win. Sorry, let me clear that up. They don't want to win. The Raiders don't want to win. So maybe it's like, so then it's like, do we get our rookie running back more experience? Do we keep feeding the ball? But we got Brock Bowers here. He kind of needs the ball as well too. I don't know. It looks tough for them, and it's going to be a tough day for Mr. Brock Bowers. All right, Jackson off to that Judy next game. Projected to be 127.4 points versus Marsha the Penguin, projected for 117.3. Ronnie, how are you gonna get to that score?
All right. Well, today Lamar
But you got
Jackson
to tell me
already played.
what spooky way did you
Oh,
find out
sorry.
you're gonna get your
The
score?
the Palantir, I'm staring into it and it's telling me that Lamar Jackson already scored 25.6 points against Miami today, which is amazing coming off an injury. I'm
Yes.
so glad he did not shit the bed on that.
Well, he's been
Um,
known to shit a lot, so
yeah, exactly. Jonathan Taylor at Pittsburgh, 21.78. Josh Jacobs, if he's not injured, versus Carolina, 17.47. CeeDee Lamb versus Arizona, 15.7. Wandale Robinson versus San Francisco, 10.52.
I was really hoping you're gonna say Wandale. Get real Jamaican with me. Bumbo clock Wandale.
Sam Laporta versus Minnesota, 9.53. David Montgomery versus Minnesota as well, 11.76. The Chargers defense at Tennessee, 7.11. And then uh Kaimi Fairbairn. Oh my god, I fucked that up so bad.
Wait a minute. You got most of the first name. Somehow you fucked up on the last name, which is easier.
I saw all those eyes and I got mixed up. It's just like a million lines. I'm like, what are these? So was it Kaimi Fairbairn?
Okay,
He is going against
7.9.
Detroit, 7.9. And then
Give me
for
the
the
panic room.
panic room, we got I'm gonna say Wandale Robinson because he doesn't really put up a lot of points in the first place. He has like some games where he just goes off, but um San Francisco, they're at San Francisco. Oh no, they're at home. Never mind.
Yeah.
They're playing New York.
Yep.
Uh San Francisco defense, I think, is still pretty okay. Um, but yeah, I don't
I
trust him. I don't
I
trust him
think the
this
big
week.
thing being that because the Giants don't have Scadaboo anymore, they're like, well, you guys don't really have an offense at
Yeah.
this point, so we could just have to target your shitty receivers and stop them, and it'll be that easy.
Yep.
Okay.
They're
All
both kind
right.
of the same boat, actually.
Yeah.
Both
Exactly.
teams.
All right. March of the Penguins, 117. I consulted the crystal ball and it said you're going to get a 117. Let's see how you're going to get it. You got Justin Herbo at Tennessee, 21.5. Kid's a gunslinger. I can see that. I can see him hitting that. Devon 8chan, bad day. Well, actually, not a bad day, 13.6. I mean, I know it projected for 19.5. You want more. James Cook the third against KC, projected for 15.2. If they, hey, listen, he's dynamic. If they keep feeding him the ball, he'll get that 15.2 easy. Drake London against New England, 14.5. Rashi Minute Rice, 15.1 against Buffalo. That's so funny that they were like, oh, dude, when I know, I don't know if we talked about it, but the Kansas City players wearing their shirts about free rice and all this and all and free Rashi rice. I'm like, dude, you committed a crime, guys. You guys look like idiots. All right. George Kittle, 11.5 against the New York Giants. He's looking healthy, he's looking good. Travis Hunter at Las Vegas, 9.4 points. Um, what sucks is like if he plays defense, because you know how he plays corner as well too. If he plays defense and he gets an interception, that goes to the Jacksonville defense and doesn't go to him as a point, which would be like, I don't know how you would. We can't even. I don't know how we. I'd have to like manually at that point, and I'm not about to do all that. But Lions against the Minnesota Vikings, 8 points without an. I don't know whatever we find out is their QB. I man, maybe they'll bring in what's his name? I can't remember the bald guy who has no hair on his face. They called him the astronaut. He was like good for like 2 games last year. He was with Minnesota, played for Arizona. Can't remember his name right now. Maybe they bring him back in. Who knows who's gonna have for QB? But Lions could feast that game. The Lions could feast. Get it? Ooh, man, I am impressed by my intellect at every turn. And Eddie Pinheiro, 8.5 points against the Giants. I think his panic room is going to be, and I'm looking, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be Travis Hunter because uh he's got that knee injury that could be bugging him, and well, I don't know. They might keep him. They might just not utilize him that much because of that fact alone. They're like, you know what, we got to try to keep him as healthy as possible. He's our premier rookie. Can't just be have like we normally do. Jacksonville, we have one of our best players go out there and get hurt because we're idiots. So let's not do that. So that's my panic room for him. All right, last game of the week. For goodness bakes, sitting at 5-3, first in his division, projected for 118.6 versus Mahomes Mania, 4-4, second in his division, projected for 115.2. Ooh, this is a close one here. 3-point swing. For goodness sakes, how's Jonathan's team gonna try and get this win, Ronnie?
It's starting off with Matt Stafford.
In a spooky, scary way, Ronnie. Come on, you
Oh
know
yeah,
this.
sorry. Uh, a spooky little bat told me that Matt Stafford is going to play against the Saints and get 18.21 points. Bijan Robinson at New England, 17.43. Jalen Warren versus Indianapolis, 14.06. Puka Nakua versus the Saints, 17.99. Michael Pittman Jr. at Pittsburgh, 13.02. Tucker Craft Mac and Cheese versus Carolina, 9.16. Ashton oh my god.
Oh God,
Let's
damn you!
see. I was thinking about mac and cheese. Sorry. Ashton Genty versus Jacksonville, 13.79. Seahawks defense at Washington, 6.1. And then finally, Jake Bates versus Minnesota, 8.78. And for his panic room, uh, damn, he has actually a pretty solid team.
Yeah,
Um,
I would say it's well. You go first, and then I'll guess next.
um, I'm gonna say probably Jalen Warren because
Yeah,
those Colts are
that and
scary as hell.
yes, they are. Those horses are running wild. That's a good one for sure. Okay. Mahomes Mania, projected for 115.2. I went to Frankenstein's lab and I said, cook me up a prediction. He said 115.2. And I was like, thank you, doctor. He's got Patrick Mahomes projected for 23.2 points against Buffalo. I could see that happening. Derrick Henry already put up 12.6 today, even though he was projected for 15.3. Not the end of the world there. Kyron Williams against New Orleans, 14.6. Kyron Williams, still another solid running back. That could definitely happen. Zay Flowers against Miami, predicted for 13.2, only got 8.9. I know it's a bummer. I know Ricky is punching the air right now. Stephon Diggs against Atlanta, 10.6. If it rings true that teams go down and well, I guess Atlanta will be going up to New England. Um, maybe it'll be the Atlanta's day. We don't know. We'll find out. I don't know. Mike Vrabel's coaching those boys up. 10.6 points. Trey McBride, son of Bride. I can't believe we missed him. Oh man, we're getting so many of them this season. I love it, dude. Against Dallas, terrible defense. 14.9 is what I'm seeing on my side. I could see him in like 17 or 18. And Tyrone Tracy Jr. projected for 13.1. He's the running back for the New York Giants against San Francisco. Okay, I mean, hopefully his head is as big as a Scatterboos. Rams defense against New Orleans. He's like, yeah, fuck it, start the Rams defense against New Orleans. I love that, Ricky. Projected for 8.2, probably about 12 points, and then Cameron Dicker, 9.1 points against Tennessee. I'm gonna say his um his panic room is gonna be excluding the two players that already played because I would not have put them in my panic room because they're playing against Miami. So I would have thought they would have crushed it, killed it, destroyed it. It's gonna be Tyrone Tracy Jr. That's a big prediction. Let me click on him real quick. Let's just see what he's done. I haven't, he hasn't really been playing too much, and he has got an average of 24 yards, 15 yards. His best game, he had 46 yards.
Only one
Yeah,
touchdown.
it's not. Yeah, one touchdown total. Ugh. I mean that might be it. That might be your downfall, but we'll see, Ricky. We'll see. Okay, that is the week 9 recap. Gentlemen, thank you for tuning back in. Ronnie, before we go, what was your favorite candy to get as a kid on Halloween or as we Mexicans like to say, tricky tricky.
um, Probably Reese's. I fucking
Reese's
love Reese's.
Pieces? Reese's or Reese's Pieces? Just
Just
regular
the
Reese's.
Reese's cups.
Ooh, Reese's Cups. That's a good one. Those are delicious. I'd say for me, my favorite was those green apple caramel lollipops because
Oh yeah,
then they
those are
would
delicious.
oh dude, then they get stuck to the roof of your mouth and you're like, they're so good, dude. I love them. They're so I'm gonna try. I'm an adult. I can just go buy some, but I'd rather someone give them to me
I
as
mean,
I'm dressed as I'm walking around as an adult, dressed as a minion, being like, trick or treat. Okay.
just wait till Monday when that's all super cheap.
Oh hell yes, that's gonna be the move. In this economy, they're not gonna be cheap. Come on, let's be fucking for real. Okay, guys. Well, let's fuck it. Good luck to everybody. The win. If you guys get a win, congratulations. If you lose, do better. And then we'll get back at this next week. Bye.
Bye.